Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Funny, episode number 676. Yeah, no, I think, right? Is that right? Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. Um, Jimmy Carter's still alive. That's good. I saw a thing that was like, oh, Jimmy Carter's dead, but he's not now. And I was like, huh, I thought he was. Sorry, I'm checking all the line here. Um, I don't know why people would fake him being dead. He's like 90 something years old, like 99 years old. And it's like, oh, Jimmy Carter's dead. Never mind, false alarm. News reported it. It's like, okay, well, I don't know, weird. But this was going on during the whole period of if we didn't know if Biden was alive or not. Now we know he is, or at least a clone of him, or someone wearing a lizard person wearing a mask. So I guess that's a good thing. I don't know, but I don't know. Otherwise, me, I'm here juggling pills. Actually, trying a different doctor, and he gave me he asked me to take a genetic test to see what medications I'd be good at. Which I don't know why my other doctor hasn't done that yet. Maybe it's just a gimmick and not really going to be helpful as far as finding it. But I'm wondering now as far as taking a genetic test. I don't care to like. I always think conspiracy theorists like oh, those genetic tests are just to collect your data to know whatever in case they want to clone you and all that, like Biden. But I'll I'll take a genetic test. Why not? If the insurance pays for it, why the f not, right? God, this Celsius tastes like no, it doesn't taste bad. This flavor, what is it? Blue raz lemonade. It's blue raspberries and lemon put together, which you would think it tastes like shit, but it doesn't. It tastes pretty decent, surprisingly. But I'm just trying to like get my throat wet for that hot. Got a hot two on that or whatever the country girl says. Let's look at the news right here. Joe Biden addresses nation. Best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch his nation address to the nation about this. I didn't watch it. I don't know. You know, I watch Trump stuff because it's so entertaining because it looks like a wrestling match, right? And then Joe Biden, I don't really watch his just because I don't know, his are just boring. But yeah, I guess he addressed the nation saying, "Oh, it's better for young people to start taking over," which should have been the mantra way before he dropped out. But hopefully Joe Biden I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think with Kamala Harris being, if she is going to be the nominee like they are planning to do, you know. I was under the impression that it might be Hillary, that it might be Michelle Obama, which I'd vote for Michelle Obama. She got that thick. Ooh, she's thick, dude. I don't care if she's a dude like they say she is. She's a pretty hot looking dude. I would say Michelle Obama, but I don't know. It's a weird thing for Biden to do. I think you could tell he's just a puppet in all of this, and yeah, we'll see what happens with Biden. He's just biding his time. um, Next on the news here, the economy grew a robust 2.8% in the second quarter. What it means for interest rates. I don't know about this. This sounds like a very left-leaning article trying to say, "Oh, the economy grew 2.8%." It's like, okay, but what about inflation? What about if inflation is even at the lowest 4%? that doesn't cover for it. You know, what about the homeless? What about the illegals? Blah blah blah. And I don't know if Trump's going to take care of all that. I really don't. I mean, he pledges that he's going to, but we really don't know if he is. This just means with the economy growing, that just means people are buying more, and I mean it's a good thing for businesses, but at the same time, it's again inflation. I know, like right now, my family buys whenever we buy eggs, we buy them by the by the 5 dozen because we fucking love eggs. The incredible edible eggs. I love eggs. Nah, we love eggs, and we'll buy like 4 boxes of 5 dozen of eggs. Like that's like shit. That's like what a restaurant would use. Like a independent small Mexican restaurant would order eggs like that we order here at the home. So, you know, I could see the economy growing, but as far as like the regular person having to deal with it, I think inflation is just as bad. But again, what do I know? All I know is what I know, and we're buying a lot of eggs, and we're making it. I'll say that we're. It's not like we're barely making it. We're making it. We're making it. That I imagine that's what every person in the nation is that they're at least making it. You know. Speaking of the groceries and stuff like that, cucumbers, peppers, and a bunch of other veggies were just recalled due to a listeria concerns. And I've seen this happen when I would work at the grocery store. I know the one that was a big culprit were cantaloupes. Cantaloupe. Who's that? Oh, weird. Oh shit. I hate when I'm trying to hang up my phone and it screenshots it instead. What's up with that? No. Yeah, no, what was I saying? Yeah, the I've seen this happen with cantaloupes a lot. And I don't know why cantaloupes. It's happened with cilantro too, but I could see why it would happen with cilantro because you have whoever is growing it, right? Typically, those dirty Mexicans there in Mexico are growing it, and they don't have any time to go to the restroom while they're growing these vegetables, so they'll just shit in the fucking garden of cilantro, and then it gets on there dirty, and no one ever like washes it properly, and then it gets sent to it get like legit. These are like the issues. These I'm not. You may think I'm like joking and being racist, but I'm not. Like the people that are growing it or the people that are picking the cilantro have no time to go and take a shit, so they shit in the gardens of cilantro, and then it gets picked and then sent to a warehouse where it mixes up with other cilantro, and then it gets sent to the retail part where people eat it and they don't wash it because you're supposed to wash and rinse your produce before you use it, and then it has like mud and shit on it, like Mexican man's shit, so that's how all that happens with vegetables. The people in the fields have no time to go to a restroom because they're so busy picking, so they just shit in the fields. And you can't really blame them. Like I know if I had to shit and there's a whole field of whatever cantaloupes or peppers, hey, look, I'm gonna go shit in this beautiful field of produce. Why am I gonna go to a restroom? Whenever, especially when I get paid by how much I pick, I'm not gonna waste any time going to the porter potty. When I can just shit in the fields like a man, feel like a man. Um, Speaking of feeling like a man, Pixar's Inside Out 2 becomes top animated film of all time at global box office. I don't know. I don't know how this happened. Apparently, it beat Frozen 2, and I think it's just what is it? Top grossing, right? Becomes top animated film at global box office. So really, it's global meaning other countries and or all countries, not just this one. But then thinking of inflation and all that, I could see why it would um become the highest grossing film because tickets nowadays are what, 20-30 dollars a ticket, and you're taking your kids, so you're taking all your fucking kids to go see it, right? Like, let's say you have 3, 4, or 5 kids, um, all those tickets there, you're going to see it, and it's a lot. And then some adults, of course, who are wanting to see this movie are going to pay that much too because they've seen the first one, and the first one came out I don't know how many years ago, but just to have the next story go on of this character. I think their name's Riley or whatever, right? I know I've seen the first one. It was all right. It was a cute movie. I don't know about if I'm gonna watch the second one. I would watch it if it came out on streaming. I wouldn't go to a theater, but that's just because I have anxiety and I'm not about to risk it all just for Inside Out 2. But yeah, I don't know. Good for it that it did, but it's a strange film for I think for it to be the highest grossing animated of all time. Like, I feel like Frozen 1 was way better. Especially a sequel too. Again, it beat Frozen 2, and I haven't even seen Frozen 2. I haven't cared to see Frozen 2, even though I loved Frozen 1 and I would watch the shit out of that with my niece. I don't know. It's very strange. I wonder if it's a musical too. I don't think it is. I don't think it's a musical. So that kind of trips me out too, because I like musicals. I really do. Lastly, here on the docket, Los Angeles Zoo sets record with 17 California condor chicks hatched in 2024. What a record! What a record! I don't know what condors do. I don't know if they're a bad bird or a good bird. I think the condors are the one. Are they vulture? Are they like vultures? California Zoo condors. This year's breeding season for the endangered birds. So they are endangered. Um, all the chicks will be the candidates for release into the wild as part of the California Condor Recovery Program. So they look kind of like vultures, but they look cooler. They look like shadow eagles. they they look like evil eagles. Like, you know what I mean? Like the evil twin of a bald eagle. All black, dark, but scary. Yeah, Shadow Eagles. That'll be a good name. But no, they look cute as little birds. Oh, they're little birds. They're cute. But we'll see what happens with the release of condors. I don't know if they're like majestic creatures out in the wild, but I guess they are endangered. So I guess that's good that they're going out into the wild. But with this heat, I hope they survive. Shit, how hard is it for anything to survive in this fucking heat? Um, especially wherever they are good at in California, where there's always fires and shit. Jesus Christ, fires are terrible, but they are part of God's will. Fire is what can destroy and what can create. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know anymore. That's all funny, guys. I want to thank you for listening to the podcast. That's all funny. This is one word podcast for able to search. That's so funny. I have a podcast with my buddy Gabe called That's Okay Fabe. We talk about wrestling. You can check that out anywhere podcasts are able. Just search That's Okay Fabe. If you want to see video versions of this podcast or that podcast, check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Lorenzo Ariola. Got video versions of this, that, and the live show I do with the wonderful men salad called Tits and Areolas, where we talk about movies we watch, play a little game. It's fun. She's hot. I'm a piece of shit. It works. It actually does work. So check it out. That has its own podcast if you want to check out. Just search for Tits and Areolas with Men Salad anywhere podcasts are available. If you want to help support the show, check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Lorenzo Ariola. $5 a month gets you everything. I don't know, bonus episodes, early episodes, deleted episodes, ad-free episodes. So check that out. And yeah, check out the YouTube channel. Check out me out on Twitter, twitter.com/ or not Twitter, Twitter.com. Check me out on X at Lorenzo Ariola. Check me out on Instagram at Lorenzo Ariola. I got merch, t-shirts, print stickers. I want to thank my Patreon members. Thank you to everyone else. Like and subscribe. Take care. Thank you. Bye. Love you.